I want to take a moment to appreciate the beautiful looking Nintendo 64 box art. Like, have a look at this. How beautiful is the Nintendo 64 box art? It just, every time I come in my room and I look at this, I'm like, oh, I just want to play this game. I want to play that game. Oh, it just makes me think of nostalgic memories, good times, times playing the game, playing with friends, when I finished it, when it annoyed me, when I loved it, when I rage quit, all of the above. I just love looking at the Nintendo 60 box art. When we stand back and come into the room, you know, I get to see my beautiful Nintendo Power Guides, and then this masterpiece, the Nintendo 64 box art. Don't get me wrong, Super Nintendo box art, my second favorite. Look at this, the Donkey Kong trilogy. Yeah, boy, looks really good. But 64 is where the heart is. Now, I was going to do, like, when I spoke about this quickly, I was like, oh, maybe I'll point out my favorite Nintendo 64 box art here. I just couldn't choose. There were so many beautiful ones, so many ones that get you involved. Like, I just love the Mario Party ones, you know, like the items and coins and the characters, makes me want to play that. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, battling the Empire, like, how cool is that? The Mario Kart one I love the F-Zero X one, you know, Banjo-Kazooie makes me want to go on an adventure. There's just so many great options of, geez, what I love most, what I want to play. But I'm going to quickly point out one thing that, you know, in terms of box art, it sort of gripes me because they could have done such fantastic things, some awesome stuff. And what I mean by that, I'm looking at Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. Like, look at that box art. That is really boring compared to what they could have done. If you've played this game, you know, when you load the game up and it shows Sebulba and Anakin, all the pods, that's like really, really good. And they've just gone this plain black sort of, you know, background, you know, there's, you know, a few bits and pieces on there, but it's just, let's compare. Look at the Star Wars Battle for Naboo one. Like, that looks awesome. Makes you want to play the game. The colors are vibrant. It's awesome. And then we swing it back to this one. I don't know. They could have done such a better job with that. You know, there's a few other, you know, ones here that are a little bit boring as well. But don't get me wrong. Most of them are just fantastic. The colors are vibrant. Old school box art. Way better than digital download rubbish we have today. Physical is where it's at. Feel free to point out your favorite box art, by the way, if you've got a favorite game you just love, or do you agree the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, just such a miss for me. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But I just want to do a quick little video on this today because I walked in and I was like, oh, I need to talk about this. I need to talk about the beautiful box art the Nintendo 64 has to offer. So yeah, thanks guys.